Hello Les, we've got the transmission apart out of the 01 F350. This is what it looks like when it's apart. I'll go over some things we found with you, and Eric or Amanda will contact with cost estimates. So we'll start with the pan. Obviously we know that the pan was cleaned out previous. The oil was nice and red and stuff, but there is still some metal on top of the magnet. There really shouldn't be any if it was just done not long ago. So that is another indication that there is a problem, of course. As far as the clutches inside the transmission, this is the direct clutch here. You can see uniform color here, uniform color on the steel plate. So we know that this clutch really hasn't been slipping. That one's for reverse and third. This is our intermediate clutch here. We don't have any real slippage issues there either. Fairly uniform. Same thing on the steel plates. The low reverse clutch comes on for reverse and first, in like manual one hold back. Same situation. The plate's not burnt. The steel plate's not burnt. The fourth clutches comes on for fourth gear. Slight discoloration here. So a little bit of slippage, but not too bad there. When we get to the forward clutch, this is what the clutch should look like. So that's one of the forward discs there, and then if you look at these other ones, you can see how they're black. So there's no question at all that the forward clutch was slipping. That part we know for sure. When we look at the center support, as I was saying on the phone, we've got wear right here, and these little pads here that run like this. You see there's another one there, another one there, another one there. Those are what actually are contacting the case, and if you look closely at the wear, you can see how there is some material that's missing. So if we look right here, this material right here is missing. That's the actual case contact there. We have a little bit of material missing here. That's the case contact. That's the case contact there. Same thing here. That's the case contact there, and that's the case contact there, and so on. So in there you can see, if you look this direction, you can see how much material is missing. With my screwdriver, you can see that it really is a significant amount that's missing. So what happens is this support is basically bolted. So you can see the bolt holes there. It's bolted right to here in the case. So it's situated inside like this, and because of that wear, this is allowed to kind of do this in the case. And we know that it's moving because that's what actually has the wear there. So what we do to fix that is we machine this area away so that we can put a snap ring up against it, and that snap ring will contact, you know, all the way around here instead of just these little areas here. So effectively that does stop that wear on the center support, and the forward clutch sealing rings right inside of here. So if this is moving like that, then the sealing rings, which are right here, that in a sense is not being held stationary, and we can have a situation where oil is leaking through those rings. This clutch looks like it still should have held those, so I don't have a good answer of why you could barely move forward, but there's no question we have some forward clutch slippage there in the pump. So we don't see any real damage in the pump. We've got to clean it and measure it, but it really isn't that bad, so it doesn't look like there's an issue with the converter causing that, but it's possible there's an issue causing no real good drive going ahead, but usually it's going to be reverse and forward, so I don't think that either. But you know, in essence, you know, our forward clutch is what we had fail. There's no question about the slippage there, but like I said, it doesn't look as bad as you described, but it certainly may be, because as long as the oil isn't being delivered properly into here, then these clutches will not apply properly. So it certainly is a possibility. So now you know what we found on the inside of the transmission. Thanks.